to Saturday Night Jaw Harp Live. We are playing jaw harp and jaw harp style musical instruments from around the world. I'm going to start off playing a Morchung. This is one I was getting down on the last couple nights. Afghan pattern by Gorka. Anyways, if you're just tuning in, what are you into? What harps you been playing? And if you're scrolling through, new to the jaw harp, how did you find this? Or how did it find you? Stay there. Huh, you stay. Raquel DeMouth, how are you doing? What harps have you been into? Oh yeah, don't you have a Haretdinov? I think I might have sent you a Haretdinov. I don't remember, but I was playing a Haretdinov. I think I had an A1 last night and a B1. Oh, this one's my C2 444 Hertz. I grabbed a different one. Yeah, because last night I was getting down on the A1 440. Here's a C2 440. Boxcar Bets, howdy, how are you? Be sure to follow at Boxcar Bets. He's making his own harps. He also makes a ton of jaw harp content. Mark Shaw, how are you doing? How's the maters? Me and my son just planted 5 additional tomato plants this evening in less than an hour and 10 minutes. It was a good time. Made some mounds. Got some tomatoes coming. Have some growing some catnip too, and then we had some volunteer catnip come up in the vermiculture area. Let's play another harp. Oh, there's the Gorka I was playing on Thursday night. Another Afghan pattern. Actually, this one might be made by Vera. Jeremy Ball says, love your jaw harp. Oh, thank you. Mark Shaw says, no more for... Oh, yeah. Are you going to be growing any small amounts of tomatoes just for fun? Boxcar Bets has just uploaded an unboxing of an Australian-made harp from a new maker, buddy. It's a... Oh, cool. I seen the notification come on my phone, but I was kind of on Saturday afternoons onward, I kind of take a heavy screen break because my Fridays are just full of screen time from all the uploading. Orchard Guy 80 says, howdy. Weather has been great for planting. Nice. What do you got in the ground? Jeremy Ball says, can you play the cajon? Like the cajon? Like the drum thing? No, I'm not a cajon player. Or if it's a cajon, C-U-J-A-N. I'm not certain what instrument that is. Comment below what describe the instrument you're talking about. Zane Cox says, well, oh, thank you. Yeah, that's the difference just in between 2 Afghan pattern Morchungs. Here's a cleaner one. This one I'm quite certain was made by Gorkaram. This one I think was a Vera, or this might have actually been a later Gorka. We'll see. Yeah, that's definitely, look at the trigger there. That is definitely a Gorka ROM trigger. Where's my? Oh, I don't know where he's at. I had a Gorka, a really killer Gorka. I hang on my wall. There's one of my favorite. Oh, I see you right there. There we go. Let's just compare. Yeah. See, Gorka triggers. This one might be a Vera ROM, his son. Draw start. Draw start. No real draw start on that one. Are these similar? Let's just compare here. Sometimes I just like, I'll even take a ruler and I'll compare harps. Okay. They have different lengths, but this one is a different thickness too. This one's thinner. Are they close in tone? I want to say B2-ish. A2 sharp. Let's just see what they are. I guess B2-ish. Yeah, 36 cents below a B2. This is around the A2 sharp. Here's the difference. This one doesn't have a draw. Here's the one with the draw. Aaron Zoll says, did you ever play with a group? If yes, do you choose a tune, the harps? So you have a full. Okay. What you do when you play with other harpists is you play a harp that's in the same key as them. Not all harps are in keys, but say you're playing with other harpists. Be like, okay, let's meet on the key of E. You could have. Everybody could be playing an E2, which is like a mid-range E, or you could have some people playing an E1 and some people playing an E2 and some people playing an E3, which is kind of rare. E3s are pretty rare. I've only seen them probably in Morsing and Morchung. Yeah. Or you just figure out what key the band is playing in for that song. So grab a harp in that key. If it's a song in D2, or if it's a song in the key of D, grab a harp in D1 or D2. Or D3. D3 would be super, super high. Jeremy Bell says, Chinese job. Oh, the Koshien. Yes. I have played it before. It's in the other room. We're using the chiller or the harpery tonight. I have all my lights and stuff set up. It's just been easier to not tear down lights and move the microphone boom, because the microphone boom is heavy. I used to have a cheaper, lighter boom, and it would fall over, and it couldn't be full extended because this boom is extended out 5 foot right now. Aaron Daniel says, play us a tune. Oh, Rocco says, I'm getting to where every Wednesday I'm starting to look forward. Oh, cool. Okay, now we're going to play a tune. Okay. I'm just going to do some free range improvisational, a version of me imitating like somebody playing a Norwegian style folk tune. I don't know any of the Norwegian folk tunes. I'm not that good of a tune player, but let's see. I'm just gonna freestyle something out of my head that sounds kind of Norwegian. Actually, I'm gonna blow my nose too. I've been congested this week. Worked in an attic and a couple crawl spaces, and the seasons are changing. But since I've got my nose fixed, I have 99% better sinuses. Okay, somebody said looking for a good bass harp. Great affordable bass would be like Zalagi A1 Blackfire or the Mohan. My favorite bass are probably, for the price, are Mohan. It'd be the Mohan Dream State basses. Really overall pretty stable players, really tight gaps, high levels of craftsmanship on that. If not, I play every single week. I play my A1 Blackfire because I can hammer on it. If I break it, I can get another one. I'd be super sad. But okay, those are two good, really good, affordable harps. A piece of coconut that was stuck in there. Okay, so he said, did Master Jaw Harp Maker Goharam die recently? Did I catch it? He died not this year, but last year. Yeah, he had lots of health problems, and he finally succumbed to them. Okay. Ooh, I really enjoyed that. Let's play something in F2. That was an A2. I keep an A2 handy because a lot of times us Mel Harpers we meet at A2. That is led by the fantastic music teacher and amazing jaw harpist Mark Grouden, the Tuesday night meeting of the Mel Harpers. Which great. He said, okay. Oh yeah, the Gorka are good. Gorka are very soothing. I like the Gorka especially when they have the thinner reeds and they're not as snappy. Sometimes a wider reed I feel more snap to them. Here's a F2 Temercomas. Oh, dude! I was just earlier looking for my G1. For the last couple of days, I've been looking for my G1 Temercomas. It was on the bench here. Nice. Even the bass Temercomas out of Kyrgyzstan, they're really snappy. There's a lot of stiffness to them. A lot of volume, too. Guy, he says my Gorka is a nice heavy draw starter, sort of stiff reed. Yeah, a lot of the Gorka they draw like a pencil, to quote the great Tenacious D. That is from the movie Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. The access, are there different Jews harps? Yeah, so many. I played Rajasthani Morchang a second ago. There, I was playing a Russian Vargon. This is the Temur Komas, an F2 out of Kyrgyzstan. And throwing in those catfish noises like you yeah, like that snoring noise. Whether you're breathing in or breathing out, you can hit that. The access doesn't hurt. No, a good jaw harp should not hurt. However, a lot of people get tricked into buying the Snoopy jaw harp, which does hurt to play and can break your teeth. Don't get tricked into buying that. Somebody just commented, I found public bathrooms have a good echo to them and are good for playing my jaw harp. Wish I had more echoey rooms in my house. Yeah, you'll also notice this. If you want to really hear the harp, get right in front of your mirror in your bathroom or even in front of a window. That flat reflective surface really reflects back. You're talking about echo. The most echoey places I think I played are probably oh yes, it was a concrete old school bank vault. Or no, I think it was concrete or stone, but it was like domed on the top. It was an old bank vault from I think maybe the 1800s. That thing was super echoey. Jerry Ball says, "Why do you roll your eyes in the back of your head?" Well, a couple reasons. Have you ever seen anybody playing a guitar or musical instrument? There's a really cool meme on the internet I've seen of where somebody photoshopped really good guitarists playing the guitar, and they're like making all these faces, but they photoshopped giant slugs in there. It's kind of in one way getting into the music, and in other ways I'm getting lost like I'm dreaming when I'm playing. It's very, very interactive in my brain. You can journey on the harp, you can meditate on the harp, you can dream on the harp, imagine whatever. So it's kind of like a holoformer from Futurama. And let's get on over. We're going to play some quieter harps. People are going to... Actually... Did I bring anything quiet? Let's go back over to Rajasthan. We're going to play Rakaram Morchang. Play a couple more harps. We're going to wrap it up. We got a short live upload tonight, but we are live every Sunday evening, every Sunday or blah, 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 every Saturday evening at 8 p.m. Central U.S. time. Let's go on over to another part of India. They have the gogona in Assam. I like the cases they come in. They come in bamboo. They're made out of bamboo. They come in a bamboo case with a bamboo cork. It makes me feel like a cowboy from an old Western. They're always taking bottles and getting the cork out with their teeth. The gogona isn't a tooth-played instrument. It is played up against the lips and plucked. I like to rest it against my jaw, like a firm rest. I don't like to have my hand floating out. Then a lot of my holding pressure has to come from my lips. I don't like to hold tightly with my lips. I like to have it floating. Tobysaurus Rex says, one thing I've seen you basically always pluck toward your mouth, but I find it much easier to pluck away from my mouth. Well, I did start off plucking only away from myself, but in general, you will find most harps are going to be louder and they'll play better if plucked toward yourself, and you'll get your harps will last a lot longer if you only play in one direction. However, if you want to play fast bouncing styles, which I did, my immediate style of playing the harp was fast bouncings to create rhythms. Now my rhythms are based on not plucking fast. They're based on breathing fast, open and close. So fast breathing techniques and fast glottis technique. Aaron Zoll says, ever feel like getting stuck in playing the same tune or rhythm? How do you expand your own jaw harp horizons? Yes, there's one rhythm that's going to be easy for you to play because you played it a lot and you practiced it a lot. I suggest you to listen when you're listening to music or whenever you're throughout the house, vocalize things. With the da, 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 ha 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 ha. So do things like that to broaden up your horizons. Also try to do things on different timing things. Put pauses into things. Listen to other people playing. Listen to songs. Sometimes I'll be listening to a song on the radio and then I'll turn the radio down and I'll try to like vocalize what the rhythm of that song would be, and then I just use that to translate it into like open closed jaw harp rhythms. Raquel, okay, yep. Anyways, yeah, I agree, TDS Harper. That was a great question, Mr. Zoll. Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up with that. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. Make sure to keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them oiled. But most of all, be good to each other. I love y'all. Harp out. Oh yeah, and I just remembered I found my G1 Temercomas. Yeah, I looked all over last night. I looked all over the night before, just in the chillery where I play jaw harps most of the time, not here in the harpery where I shoot. And I looked all over looking for this giant jaw harp case, and finally I sat down to do a live video, and there it is. I love y'all. Harp out. I just put the harp in my mouth backwards. I was like, okay.